Hey guys, Stefan here, the Photo Book Guru, and today I'm going to talk to you about the photo books from mypicture.co.uk. This is a company that not all of you might have heard about. They specialize in cost-efficient books. So these are going to be the books that you don't have to pay hundreds of dollars for or hundreds of pounds, and they still look really great, and they're really good for smaller gifts, for trips, for any kind of vacation. These books are not expensive at all, but it shouldn't mislead you because the quality is actually really good for what you pay. If you go onto the company's website, you'll see that their main focus is on wall art and gift items such as canvases, acrylics, and blankets, cushions, mugs, and all kinds of photo gifts. But they have a section for photo books as well, and their photo books are in three very simple categories depending on the actual cover and the binding of the book. They have three main types of books. The cheapest one and the cutest one is basically their mini book, which is almost like a brochure, but it's a really nice gift to give someone if you just want to, print out a few photos in a foldable way. It looks like this. It's an A6 size, and you can customize it inside out, and it's basically saddle stitched, and it can be made up of 16 pages, no more and no less. It's really cheap. The book costs only £4.99, and as I said, you can put 16 pages worth of photos into it with lots of layout. The second kind of book that they do is a ring binder, which is not theoretically a photo book. It's more like a photo folder that you would do, in stationery shops and things like that. But if you have a look at this, it comes in a few sizes: small, large, portrait, landscape, and square sizes as well. And the way it's made, it's basically printed on sheets, and these are bound by a wire in the middle. And on the front, the cover is just a page like any other in the book, but you've got a plastic sheet over it and one in the back as well. You have loads and loads of layouts to choose from in this book. These are pictures from Chicago. It's just a quick glimpse into it, but I'm going to go into my up-close shots in a second, and you can see all the books in a lot more detail. The best of the range is, of course, the hardcover books, which come in the same sizes as this one, but they also have a premium extra large book, which is this one, 12 by 12 inches. It comes in three different themes: travel, wedding, and I think there is a baby or family for the last one. And what that means is that when you start creating the book, it's going to load up a pre-made template for the book, and all you have to do is drag your photos in. So it looks something like that. And obviously you can do double page spreads as well. Okay, so that's just a few pictures from the book. This one is from the Niagara Falls in Canada. But now I would like to go into my up-close shots to show you the cover, binding, paper, quality, and the editor. And then when I come back, I'm going to talk to you about delivery, full price of the book, deals, and what are the pros and cons. So stay with me. This is how the books came, packed in a brown box. And that's one of them. So let me just show you. There we go. So the ring binder, this one, and the soft cover was not bubble wrapped, but the hardcover book was bubble wrapped, just to let you know. Let me tell you about the sizes first of all. So the smallest book is the mini, which is this one, 6x4 size or A6 size. Then you've got A5 in landscape and portrait, which is roughly half of that. Then you've got A4 in landscape and in portrait. And you've got a small square 8x8 inches, a large square 11x11 inches, and you've got the XXL Premium in 12x12 inches, which is really big compared to the other ones. It doesn't even fit into my angle of view. So let me show you the three covers. The only book which comes with the soft cover is the mini, the 6x4. And that just means that the front cover is the same page as the other ones inside the book. So there is no special material for the cover. And you can customize the front and the back. And it starts right on the back of the front cover. The material of the cover is the same as the page. So it's a silky 170 GSM paper. As you can see, there is a barcode on the back. Colors look nice. Obviously, it's not exactly a cover material, but it's an extremely small book. It's more like a booklet, so I think that's all right for that. Then the ring binder comes with the plastic sheet above. So you've got, again, a page which is the exact same material as the ones inside the book, but you've got a plastic sheet over it. And that's the same on the back. And again, you can customize these in any way you want, and there is a barcode on the bottom of the back cover. Obviously, this is going to look gloss because of the plastic sheet, but once you take it off, it's the same silk material. It's a subtle gloss to it, so you can call it kind of semi-gloss, I would say. And the hardcover, which is the nicest one, is a glossy finish. As you can see, it's really thick, strong and sturdy. There's nothing on the spine, there was no spine text. And on the back, again, you can customize it, and there is going to be a barcode the same way as with the soft cover and the rain binder. This is my favorite. It's really pretty, it's strong, and it's glossy. It's a very nice cover, and there were so many options for the layout of the cover, so it was a really good choice. So that's about the covers. Let's go on to the binding. This book here is perfect bound. The hardcover is perfect bound, which means that the pages are glued together. It starts with an empty double spread, and then the book starts on the second page, which is a really good thing. As I said in some of my previous reviews of other books, sometimes the book starts right on the back of the front cover, which is not extremely elegant. So I like this flyleaf here. And that's how it opens. Obviously, it's not going to open completely flat because it's a perfect bound book, but you can do double page spreads, which open like that, so you can kind of see the whole picture, but obviously it's going to curl a little bit in the middle. It stays together nice and firm, no weird sounds when you page it. The same on the back, it finishes, and then you've got a flyleaf, a white double spread, and the book finishes. Let me give you a look from the top. So it's the usual hardcover book that you would expect from a nice photo book. Now, let me show you the binding of the ring binder. As I said, it's not exactly a photo book in the sense that it's not a book, it's more like a binder. But the good thing about it is that when you open it, it stays completely flat because of the way it's done. Although it's not seamlessly flat, but it stays completely flat. And let me just show you a page here. So this is a panorama double page spread. And you wouldn't expect it to look so good, but with the ring binder in the middle, it stays completely flat and there's nothing getting lost in the middle. Obviously, you have the little holes from the ring binder, but I think that's still much better than the gutter in the perfect bound books. And just to give you a close-up from the top as well. That's it. So if you want to go for a quasi lay flat look, then this is your option because it stays perfectly flat and the quality is the same of the print and the paper as well. Obviously it's not going to be hardcover, but at least it stays open. And the binding of this book, the mini, the 6x4, this is the only size that comes in a saddle stitched binding. So if you look at it in the middle, you see two staples. So it's basically just sheets stapled together, just like a booklet, really. And the good thing about that, again, is that you can open it completely flat and nothing is getting lost in the middle. But the only problem is that it's way too small and the cover is too thin, so it can easily be damaged. So if you want the lay flat look, then go for this one. If you would like more of a book look, then go for the hardcover. Let's go on to the paper. As I said in the cover section, the company is using a 170 GSM paper, so that's 170 grams per square meter. They call it glossy, but I would say it's silk or semi-gloss. It's not high gloss by any means. That's the kind of sheen that you get. And it's completely smooth. It doesn't have any texture at all, so it's not lustrous. Let me see if I can show it better. I think it's a nice standard. It's probably a bit better than a standard photo book page because they're usually around 150, 140 AGSM, and this one is 170, so slightly thicker but the same kind of coating and the same finish. This is the only option that they've got. There is no upgrade, there is no high gloss or lustrous option, and obviously it's the same kind that they use in this book as well, so the same kind of subtle sheen and completely smooth. Let's move on to the printing process. They are obviously using digital printers. That means that your picture is going to be made up of dots, and if you look really close you'll see that, but again that's something that you see with any digitally pressed book. Let me try to give you a close-up of a picture. So what I'm talking about is probably visible here. So if you look at the blue sky, you can see that it's not a continuous stone like with silver halide, but it has a slightly dotty texture to it. The colors came out surprisingly good. Everything is really well balanced. Shadows and highlights are quite good. Nothing got really oversaturated or undersaturated. So I was very happy with the print quality. It was quite good for a very reasonable price. The minimum page count for the bigger books is 24 and the maximum is 160 pages. So you can create quite a large book. And let's talk about editing. So the editor I'm going to show a picture here is exactly the same as in Photobook Worldwide, and it has loads and loads of layouts and lots of little stickers, elements and things like that, loads of different backgrounds. But if you look at the layouts in this book here, this book was done in the premium layouts section of the editor. I think they look pretty good, and you can even do double page spreads. You can see there are things like that, which are called stickers, the best summer, so you can put PNG files over your pictures. Nice backgrounds, frames around, you can rotate the images, lots of masks and things like that. So you can make quite a funky photo book. Obviously you can use your own pictures as backgrounds as well. So delivery. The books came from Germany, despite the website saying .co.uk. So the website is in Britain, but I assume the printing station is in Germany. They were sent by UPS and it came really quickly, and delivery costed £8. Now when I go onto the website and I check delivery, it only shows the United Kingdom and Ireland for some reason, but when I go into the editor and I change the country of the shipping address, it allows me to put any country from the world and the shipping goes up to £15. So I assume that you can get these books from anywhere around the world. Obviously, if you order one of these for £4 and you pay £15 for postage, you might want to think twice. But if you order one of the bigger books, then it's still a really good deal because the price is extremely good. Let's see the price of the books. The full price of the small one, as I said, is £4.99. The full price of this one, which is an A4 landscape ring binder photo book, is £16.90. And the extra large 12 by 12 inch hardcover premium book was £37 roughly. So as you can see, you can get all of these books under less than £50. And you don't have to bankrupt your account to get some photo books. They have some deals on the website every now and then. Most of them were for canvases though, but I'm pretty sure they do have them for the photo books as well. But they were kind enough to give me a voucher code that I can offer you, and if you use the code PBG Photobook Guru PBG15, you're going to get you 15% off any photo book from the website. What are the pros and cons of the book? Let's start with the pros. It's an extremely simple website. It's very easy to create the books. The quality, despite the price, was really great. I was looking through the print quality and the colors actually look pretty accurate, and there was no problem with saturation. I didn't notice any errors anywhere. So I was very happy with the print. Obviously it's a digitally pressed book, so it's going to be made up of dots, which you can see, but not any more than with the other books, which cost £60–70. So print quality was really good. The binding of the hardcover seems really sturdy. You could customize the front and back. Obviously the price is probably the biggest pro. It's a very cost-efficient book. It's not going to cost you the world, and you can get a really big, decent-sized photo book for a fraction of the price that you would pay at different companies. Now, let me mention a few of the cons. One of the main things that I didn't like so much was the editor. When I logged in, it looked like the identical version of the editor in Photobook Worldwide. I'm not sure if any of you have used it before, but I assume they are either leasing it from Photobook Worldwide or both companies are leasing it from a third-party company. But the thing with the editor was that it didn't have all the features that you have in Photobook Worldwide. So for example, when I was making the premium book, it gave me a pre-made template which looked amazing, but when I wanted to look for other templates of 2, 3, 4 pictures, they all disappeared from the editor for this specific book. I had all the layouts for this book, but when I went into the premium, I only had the 20 pages pre-built template and there was no other option for any of the pages, and I couldn't copy the layouts from one page to the other. So if I didn't go with the order that was in the pre-built template, I couldn't do anything about it. So that's just one thing to watch out for in the editor, that it might not have all the features that you are used to from Photobook Worldwide, and if you have used them before, you notice that it's the same interface. The second thing is what I mentioned already, is with the small book. The price of delivery for this book is obviously a little bit expensive. If you are outside the United Kingdom, it's going to be around £15 and the book is worth £4.99. So it might not be the best option to go for this. What would you use these books for? These books are perfect for any occasion apart from really momentous events from your life. If you spend a lot of money on a wedding photographer and then you have all your pictures, then you wouldn't want to do it in a very cost-efficient book. You would want to do it in a flush mount book, but you could do parties, you could do travels, you could do baby books, you could do family events, you could do lots of Facebook and Instagram in these books, you could do recipe books, you could do anything really apart from pictures which require insanely good print quality, because these books are not printed in a silver halide method. So if you want to print high quality portrait images, your best option would still be a silver halide book. But again, for anything else, it's a great option because the print quality was really good. It was sharp, well exposed, and the colors looked quite well balanced as well. If you have any more questions about these books, leave them in the comments box under the video. Don't forget to use the voucher code PBG15 to get you 15% off any of the books from the website. Follow me on Facebook if you want to see more travel pictures from Canada and the States. Follow me on Instagram, Guy Around the World. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more.